Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you had a lovely weekend. We've been banging in the goals in the meantime, and this is my second time recording today's episode. I'll explain more shortly. I already did today's episode once, and those are the results. You can see them there along with obviously all the results we did in the meantime. Then I went to edit the episode and I discovered that the entire sound for today's episode was completely ruined because, well, my stream deck fell over and it accidentally pressed the button for tannoy. So the entirety of the episode sounds a little like this.
So that's not great. Yeah, like this.
So, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you Blythe and Southport, which you haven't seen yet either anyway, thankfully. Thankfully, there's two teams that haven't yet featured for us on this particular save, so kind of avoid that. But I now need to rerun you through everything in terms of the matches that played in between. We played Tame, who I can only assume if you get multiple of them together, you then perform a river. But 5-0, the 8th tier, as were the opposition that we got in the following round, Wollongong City. I know they're a real town, but no matter how many times I read or hear that name, it still sounds fictional to me. 6-0, one better. The league, however, Kettering. We went to Kettering. We went 2-0 down in 10 minutes. And I can only assume my players were doing some sort of internal challenge amongst themselves. Like they'd all got together before the match, away from me, and gone, don't tell the gaffer, but we're going to let 2 goals in. And then we're not going to play football until the 86th minute. I'm going to see if we can get a result out of this. Because that's all I can assume they've done here, because they scored 2 goals in the last 5 minutes. By playing the football we know they can play. Thank you for that, mild terror. Team there, 844 people watched that one though. Oh dear. 6th tier, guys. 6th tier. But then December rolls in. Gateshead get blown away 4-0. Lopez gets 2 goals in that one. Bradford get blown away even further. 6-0. Lopez gets another one there. Lopez has been scoring quite a bit. He got 2 in the team match as well. Got 1 there. Got 1 in this game. Didn't score against Spennymoor, but he was kind of useful in it. For the most part, 7.9 there. You can see an average rating, despite not scoring. 4-2. This actually got evened up at one point, and then we got 2 goals in the final quarter hour again to make that 4-2 for us. Technically, I have the footage for this. Just the entire commentary is tannoy load. Lopez, McFarlane, James Jones, own goal. Own goals are plenty, by the way, in these 2 live games we did last time round, but that's what it is. So we did obviously get a draw against Kettering. However, so did Kidderminster. So as things stand, we are technically 9 points clear right now, but Kidderminster haven't played a match. And I'm not entirely certain when they pick up that extra match again. Yeah, it's their match against Southport. On the 14th here, that's the extra match. I don't know why. There's even like a dash for the result already. So I can only assume it was postponed, although they do follow our games like 2 games later until obviously we meet them. So I'm not entirely certain why this has occurred. But anyway, we've got an extra game with them and now we're 9 points clear. So I haven't even clicked in since recording the match. So I will bring you back for that Blythe match when it actually occurs. And it gets better, folks, because the Blythe match has been postponed because of a waterlogged pitch. So York v Southport, that's the first one. It's going well today. I've never had a day like this. Right, I'm going to get this match done, and we're going to see where we are, because actually it's getting a little bit late for me to even edit this before 5 o'clock in time. So, right, if it's a little bit late, it's a little bit late. It's fine. Hopefully we still get this all done by 5 o'clock. We should be all right. But team is Ferguson, Romano, Tate, Griffiths, Kempster, Green, DeSalle, Moke, Lopez, and McFarlane in front, right in goal. Of course, a lot of these decisions are a little bit more confusing now. You've not had the information in the previous... Well, this episode... It's all confusing now. Borough had a bad match, so McFarlane is starting, basically. Ferguson, speaking of bad matches, by the way, like he's been very good all season, in general, except for a 4.5, which I didn't think was actually technically possible in the algorithm. Like, I know how numbers work. I know there are numbers below 5, but I've never seen anything lower than like sort of like a 5.6, 5.7, just, when it just dips into the red. I've never seen it go 4 point something. So, no idea what happened in that. No idea what happened in that. In fairness, he was sort of getting a little bit average in the previous games before that, but he did have a very good start to the season. Keeping the faith now, he's back to full fitness as well. He did have an injury sort of shortly after that. So now that he's back to fitness, I'm putting him back in the team, because both he and Griffiths can do complete wing back rather than just wing back or full back, which is what I prefer right now. So, but Romano and Boom both got injured at the same time, which was somewhat unhelpful and very surprising we didn't concede more than we did during that period of their both being injured. I was going to be playing the youngster Josh King in the FA Trophy matches anyway, so it kind of came at the right time for them to get injured regardless, but Romano's back now anyway. Boom, still 45 minutes for some reason. Not sure why he's taking forever to get from that returning to fitness to full fitness. Not sure why he's taking ages to do that, but team is basically as you know it. Strikers now both of them regarded as 4 stars, so that's nice. I did well on that right hand side, but Griffiths is sort of the more experienced, more well-rounded wing-back player, so I'm going to play him for now. We'll see how it goes. 1 minute in, we've got a free kick. Griffiths over it. If he gets an assist here straight away, then vindication, sort of an assist, I guess. As Lopez pings it back at Tate for him to, I'm not sure, head in, smash in, one of the two. Can't see it until we get it in 3D now. Griffiths whips that in. Lopez at the back post and Tate, poof, underneath the player. Goalie. I do hope this commentary kind of also ends up being okay because obviously I'm a little bit thrown by all the events that's occurred today. I just want to bring you something as we go 1-0 up in 1 minute. Lovely. And, well, so far, I would call this a fairly dominant performance from the first part of this first half. An identical high because is occurring. Romano's at the back post this time, and he just nods it narrowly over himself. Both centre-backs nearly got on the score sheet. As Southport have done something. Their goalie starts this particular highlight. Seymour does actually get under it for them. Boris. We do tackle him, and we do get the ball off them, but we just decide to give it straight back to them. Charity. Only 1-0, guys. It's not like we're getting away with it right now. McFarlane does get past number 5 and puts it in. Not from like a super tight angle, but wasn't expecting that. So that's why it's kind of subdued in that, oh, he scored kind of reaction there. Not quite as tight as some of the ridiculous shots we've seen in this year's game engine, but McFarlane, goalie probably should have done better. Passes it directly underneath him, essentially. Lopez, by the way, did score one of those ridiculous tight angle shots in the interim, where he was essentially shooting from a less than 10-degree angle. Lopez actually did do one of those, so I should really not be entirely dismissive of those from now on, considering Kidderminster is now actually on the same number of games played as us, because obviously we've had a postponed match. And we're now currently 10 points ahead of them. So McFarlane makes it 3. Blimey. Okay. We are slightly running. Where is this draw? Did they draw? I think they've actually already played their match, actually. I think they've already played their match, and I think they've already drawn it. So we're actually, with this win, pretty much guaranteed 10 points, because I don't think they have a chance of winning their match now, because I'm fairly certain they played it before us. I don't know why I bother with Griffiths sometimes. I would tell they are actually playing right now. But I'm pretty certain I thought they drew with Spennymoor. That's what's throwing me off. Well, this second half is scintillating. I think we got a 3-0. By the way, I started this match on balance. I wasn't even on attacking. I believe I forgot to switch it back forward again. Okay, who could do with coming off? No one, really. Green is still the worst player we've got, so I don't know why this role is always the worst player on the pitch. It doesn't matter who we put in there. They're all terrible. I gave Ferguson a chance. He's on a 6.8. It is the lowest of the team. Alright, so I kind of always feel like not making any changes, but I have done. It's 3-0. Still unbalanced. We'll leave it as it is. Tate hoofs it up, but they retain the possession, naturally. Hallam, underneath the ball now. Glynn. We are hounding them a little bit, forced it backwards, and they just bypass literally everyone and get it to their striker. Seymour now charging at the goal. Gone over. Wasn't a save. It looked like it might have been a save, but they were super tired, by the way. I mean, it does help, obviously, we had a postponed match, I guess. I don't think I'm going to make another change now. But what's kind of obviously interesting as the table goes is both us and Kidderminster do have a game in hand over the teams directly below us. And we've made it 4-0. Nistel with his 8th goal of the season. He's been getting a few in recent times as well, hasn't Nistel? He's sort of not necessarily been playing up to the star player potential that he has. Like, he's played well, but he's never been absolutely sort of lighting the division up like he probably should be. Like, stat-wise, he is so far above pretty much every other player in this division. And now he started scoring, though, so those ratings are slightly more reflecting that ability. Griffiths now on this wide side again once more. It's gone in. Kempster's got the goal. I'm guessing that actually is his. Someone must have had a word with him at half time. I have no idea what's going on there, but he does head it. The goalie does get hands on it, and it just still goes in, though. So no, that's 15 goals for him, though. He wants a new contract. It doesn't run out at the end of the year. We'll see what he wants for that. I didn't do it, though. Kind of want to leave it as long as possible, just because hopefully then his demands might go down. I'm kind of worried about some of these players, because obviously, particularly the ones playing really well, the ones that they're telling me to do contracts for right now, I do worry they're going to be... Because we're already overspending on wages, I don't really want to renew any contract right now, because they're probably all going to want more money than they're currently on. And I can't really afford that without getting rid of anyone. Yeah, good performance. 5-0. You kind of saw us at our best again there. Yeah, okay, so Kidderminster didn't end up beating Chester. Okay, that's... I just want to double check, because they think they did play when we didn't. So that's why. Yeah, they've actually done 2 draws in a row. That's the one I was remembering. Was that 0-0. So 10 points clear, same number of games played now. Starting to struggle to see how we're going to fail to win this division. I don't want to get too confident, but it's looking good. Anyway, I will bring you this Telford game, just because I want to bring you 2, as normal. Oh, and even better, we've now got players back again. I hope we don't have to start paying them now. Nope, yep. One of those was paying us for their privileges. Oh, by the way, we're back in the positive just because Norwich had to pay us £250,000 for Ben Godfrey. Basically, he came from York, so 50 games played, £250,000 they had to pay us. So we're now back in the good side of things. Won't be there for long, I imagine. Just listing some players as well, so hopefully we can get somebody to leave. Would be great. Basically, the entire team of the week. The only change is Loic Boom is available again, so he's in the team. Otherwise, no need to change anything up. Maybe Spratt for... That's the thing, though. Spratt for Ferguson. Look at the stat difference. I'll persevere. Team talk going well. Just obviously the interest of bringing you 2 games here is Telford, who are 7th in fairness. They've just nipped into the top 7, so almost comparative to what one of the matches obviously we were going to play last time. Obviously, last time round, the episode was supposed to be Spennymoor and Chester, who were 9th and 4th when we played them. By the way, Lopez now, that was a highlight, apparently. Instead, we've got obviously one of the bottom, one of the top as an episode. Well, that's a penalty, but it's gone in. Can we have the own goal? I'd rather have the own goal rather than a penalty, if I'm honest. Yeah, can I definitely have the own goal, please? Like, he put it into his own net. Can I have that? Why is it 0-0? They scored an own goal. That should take priority. Advantage, please, as they intercept the ball. And Dinanga is going to run onto it. Watch them score now, by the way. Nope, because Harry Wright's a monster. But he's offside, regardless. I'm kind of annoyed. I say kind of. I'm obviously annoyed. Ferguson, Romano. That's made its way to... Wow, McFarlane has made a complete mug of... Muck Street, was it? Muck Street, one of the two. And the goalie at the same time. 10 goals for McFarlane now. He is on the score sheets kind of frequently. McFarlane and Lopez together seem to be very potent now. Burrow had one bad game and I was like, well, he's not starting. And yeah, he's made a mug of both of those players. Fantastic goal, really. 1-0. Romano with the assist as well, remarkably. Harry Wright plays out from the back. Ferguson now hoofs it directly over. Regained possession. They just keeps changing possession there. That's too hard to track. White to Cowans. Actually, lovely ball, if we're going to be completely fair to them. And Harry Wright is standing firm in goal once more. I need to sneeze. It'll happen at some point. That corner led to nothing, surprisingly. Romano now, pretending he's a left winger. Still going. Still going. Oh, I kind of almost wanted him to shoot at the end of that. And Denango and Ferguson is offside regardless. As Harry Wright makes a slide tackle. What are you doing, Harry? Get back in goal. Oh, he is back in goal. I'm so confused what's just occurred in general here. This highlight continues with their free kick, but cleared. I'm really hoping this highlight is now over. There's so much happened in the highlight, despite literally nothing happening in the highlight, basically, in the end. But anyway, I'm glad we actually saw this match now, because that was kind of ridiculous, that passage of play. Although nothing else happened. Things going well, you're capable even better. Start the second half, please. Kidderminster 3-0 up in their game, so like I say, we can't really afford to slip up. We do have 10 points advantage, and we still have to play them, of course. Oh, Nasel's taken a knock, but he's not like got an injury knock, and he's now sort of back up a little bit. Yeah, he's back up to 70. We might take him off in this match, depending on how it's going. They've got a corner though, and they've scored it, so no, he's not coming off. Can I please have that own goal now? Mr. Streets actually made up for his error earlier on by getting an assist. Right, no, we need to do something here. Lopez on a 6.2 is lower than I've seen any striker this entire season. Just change everything. That's whipped in quite nicely. It's not gone out, in, out, who, in, shake it all about. Corner. Griffiths to whip this in. He seems to be on everything. And that's... was going to go back to him, but... oh, vicious shot by Nacelle. Another corner. One of these might come to something. We've had 12 shots on target, for crying out loud. There's no one in the box. What? Why have we got so many players up the pitch, but no one actually in the box? As we do dispossess them, and this probably ends that. It does indeed. Man more, go attacking. As if we really need to get all 3 points at this stage, but... oh, 5-1 in the Kidderminster match. Crikey, that got interesting quickly. Dorrell now has gathered the ball from the Griffiths, now taking over. And, well, that was rubbish. That was rubbish. As now they charge down the pitch. Can they have a rubbish... dispossessed? That took forever for a player to actually get the ball there. I thought there was about to be a red card or something. I thought it was a foul. Just the fact that nobody moved. Oh, God, they're about to... actually, he's offside. I thought he was, but he's been offside about 5 times in this match. I thought he was offside. Just the way he just seemed to be so far ahead of everyone. It's not like we've got Big Steve on the pitch. I shouted concentrate so to get creative. I panicked, folks. I panicked. And we whip another ball into nobody because we have nobody in the box for corners, apparently. Dempster will regather this. No, he won't. No, he won't. He'll just give it to them. What has occurred here? Harry Wright, thank you very much. There's another highlight. This has started... oh, no, they are actually hesitating. It's a free kick. It's not a red card. Walker now over this. Oh, God, what's good? Please don't score. I mean, really, it doesn't make a huge difference at this stage. But goal kick. I'm not entirely certain why we're seeing highlights now if nothing's actually going to amount to anything. Pointless. 14 shots on target. We should have won that match. I mean, not really your fault we didn't win that match, actually. As I get he's an actual achievement. I'll look up what that means later on, but I've literally been robbed. Oh, I'm guessing it's repositioning. Well, at the very least, the fact we've done these 2 games makes it slightly less gap between Kidderminster and Darlington, so that'll be the next episode as previously promised. Future FA Trophy rounds should we get through. Sutton are the division above, but they are 22nd in their division. Or the 19th, they've got slightly better. I think we can actually beat them, particularly at home, so... if we get into like the deep end of the FA Trophy, I'll bring you that at some point. But Kidderminster Darlington otherwise kind of does depend on whether or not where the FA Trophy third round comes in. Should we get through it, of course. But yeah, Kidderminster Darlington is what you should expect. I'll bring you back for that. Until then, ta-ra.